So here it is, the 5th of November at 4:20 in the afternoon. Um, oh, what did I do here? Yeah, Planet Fitness is working out very well. See, the thing with Planet Fitness is that I think they're individually owned franchises, like fast food and stuff like that. So each one you go to is going to be a little different than the others. Unless you get a location where multiple sites are owned by the same person. And then I guess they're all going to have the same characteristics. But the one I go to here in Lexington, Kentucky is really, really good. You never hear the lunk alarm go off, which is something I kind of like about it. What the hell is this? Oh, it's the external drive. Where is this plugged in? Should be plugged in around the back? I have no freaking idea. Anyway, the one I go to is really good. You never hear the lunk alarm go off. The only time it does go off is when somebody who is well known goes there and does something intentionally to set off the alarm. Otherwise, everyone just seems to mind their own business and do their own thing, which is fantastic, which is exactly what you want in a gym. You just want to do your own thing, train to the best of your ability, and not have to deal with any nonsense. And that's exactly what I'm getting at the Planet Fitness I go to. So now I know OE Fitness and Infinite Edge Intensity have some really nasty things to say about Planet Fitness, and they have every right to do so. I'm a firm believer in freedom of speech. I consider myself, I know people like to say constitutionalist. I say constitutionist because you believe in the Constitution, not in the constitutional. Constitutional is a walk around the block. The Constitution is the document that defines our rights as Americans. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, things are going well. As far as the weight loss thing, I'm down to 151 now. Last week I was around 155, 154, around there. And I think this is going to be going up and down. The beginning of October, I started taking creatine, which I think is causing a little bit of water retention. So I think that's giving me like an extra 3, 4, 5 pounds maybe. So in actuality, I'm 145. That's not how it works. Anyway. Oh. Last Monday? I think it was Monday. I got a notebook, and in this notebook, I keep track of my workouts. And I wish I had started doing this back in August when I started with Planet Fitness. I'm only a few pages into it. Yeah, 10:23 was the first day. Yeah, and you can see what I'm doing here. Basically, I do 5 sets. I'm on a push-pull leg split. And I'm only, 3 pages in. Here's some more. Yeah, what's up over here? Right here. Nope, other side, this side. Yeah. My rest days aren't really rest days. They're cardio only days. So I don't do strength training or weight training, whatever you want to call it. I'm not working out with the weights or the machines. On my rest day, I just go there and I do like 2 hours of cardio. The cardio is pretty intense. Treadmill, 5% grade, more or less. Now I'm up to a 6% grade, 4.2 miles an hour. The 4.2 miles an hour, I do that because it's like 120 beats per minute. Yeah, 120 beats per minute. And that tends to be the tempo for most of the songs that they play there. And I stopped watching the TVs because there's nothing but crap on anyway. Sometimes you get South Park on MTV early in the day. Sometimes you get King of the Hill. King of the Hill I could just watch. Same thing with The Simpsons with the sound off, and I just use the subtitles. But yeah, it's awesome. I miss doing the at-home workouts. I miss doing the crossovers with the resistance bands. I miss doing the weight training. Really miss doing the yoga. What I miss even more is dressing up in my ridiculous costume and the dancing and whatnot. But it was getting stagnant. It's the same music every week, and I've been writing more music, but that's more for like video stuff that I'm doing with some AI. And the AI I use SDXL, Stable Diffusion Extra Large, just to do stills. And I think Animate Diff is just for 1.5 and 1.0, or 1.5 and 2.0. It's not for Stable Diffusion XL, so I'm not going to be using it there. Also, sadly, my acoustic guitar, my Yamaha, this beautiful thing right here, it's getting a buzz to it. And I think it's the bridge needs to be replaced or something. Something's going on, but I'm getting this really nasty buzzing sound. And that's bothering me because I got all geared up. I restrung it and I was getting all ready to record this week. And now this comes up. So I've been using this guy, and I never realized. I mean, I knew it's a great guitar, but I didn't realize how damn good it sounds without any processing. Straight into the Straight into the Focusrite. It sounds good. So yeah, I'm really kind of happy with that. I think I'm going to do all my recording on just the electric guitar. Also, I plugged the bass in before. This is my Yamaha bass. And it sounds like the jack needs to be replaced. So it's like when it rains, it pours. But anyway, I'm going to put the microphone down and I'm going to go through my yoga routine. I don't like to say yoga routine because routine sounds routine. It sounds like something you trudge through, and I shouldn't really say that because a lot of people just show they do videos on their routines, whether it's skincare, hair care, cleaning, kitchen work, yard work. They have routines, and we all have routines. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to do my yoga routine. I hope I remember it. But anyway, I always started with this right here. It's a warrior pose. I forgot if it's like warrior 1, 2, 3, whatever. But it was the one that I always had problems with. And it says I used, where are they? I have these yoga cards, a deck of yoga cards. They're really quite good. I don't know where the hell. Oh, here they are. Whoops. These guys right here. In fact, these guys. This is the box that came. I got it from Amazon. Yeah, I'm going to put these out to remind me what the hell I was doing. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I used to do a lot. I had 12 poses. Whoops. This one's upside down. All right, so started off with what's called a mountain pose, which is where you're just standing still. Basically, you're standing at attention, and I guess it's to center yourself. And so that's really, is where I'm at. And then I go into the warrior pose, warrior 3. There you go. And it says really just, to go into the pose, which is something like this. Oops. Balance. And you hold it for however many breaths. But I like to embellish. So, what I like to do, I took karate classes when I was a kid, and I didn't really get very far with it, but I was told that when you throw a kick, you go from what's called a chambered position, and I guess it's kind of like a bullet in a chamber. But anyway, what I like to do is to go up. And one thing that I always felt the need to do was to be able to extend my leg out straight in front of me. So I'll do this, back up, and then go back into the pose. The arm part didn't seem that important to me, but it does make it more challenging. So I guess that's why it's there. And then back up, back out. Oops. Now the other leg. I'm going to throw the fan on too because it's freaking hot in here. There we go. I'm going to turn this one on too. I don't know if you could hear it on the microphones. Oh. Let's go do one more time with each leg. Whoa. So I'm losing my balance a little bit here and there. Oh. Whoa. Ah. Whoa. And the thing that I screw up a lot is the breathing. But from what I understand, you want very controlled breathing. And that's where I kind of screw up because I tend to hold my breath because the breathing can actually, throw off my balance. Anyway, tree pose now. And again, I have my embellishments. Oh. It's been a while. Actually, it's been since August. It's now November. Alright, what the hell was I doing? Oh, right. And after this is the lunge. I remember I would embellish the crap out of this too. Go. And I think part of it was that I would go forward and try to go backwards. I think something like this. I gotta watch my old streams. They're not old. I mean, they're only a couple of months old. But the yoga routine used to take about a half hour. Whoa. Alrighty. Now comes the floor portion. I'm just going to lower the camera. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So do starting off what they call the corpse pose, where you just lie in here. And then there was something called knee to chest, but I would use that as an opportunity to stretch my legs. So I'll go up. I think I would do it multiple times. I gotta watch the videos because I want to start doing this again. Maybe not every day like I was. Alright, what did I do after this? I gotta watch, like I said, I gotta watch the videos again. But next will come the bridge. And I don't know if I can do this. It's been a couple of months. And then this. I think for 4 breaths. And 4 reps. So 4 reps for 4 breaths. 1 set. Something like that. I'm just going to do one more. And I'm trying to keep like everything straight, but I know that my butt is sinking. I know my hips are sagging, and I'm probably arching my back more than I should. Now there's this other one. What's it called? Reclined spinal twist. Alright, so this would be here, that would be like that. Wow, up like this. I remember, because I had the 2 other cameras, so I would have a 3-way view. That would be like the front camera there. Well, that would actually be the side camera. That was the front camera, and that was the rear camera. And if I was aligned right with the cameras, my arm would be like almost perfectly in line with my leg. So the last 4 poses, there's one called Pyramid. If I remember right, one hand behind my back. Yeah. Now, in the card, it has both feet facing in one direction. That didn't work for me, so I would have this foot facing forward or sideways, and this foot going in the direction that I'm facing, which is sideways, which has me kind of... Anyway. And I remember getting my nose to my knee, and that's not going to happen today. What was cool about it, though, either of these cameras, when I would do it, if I did it right, my hair would go forward and my neck would disappear into my hair, and then it would appear that my foot was growing out of my head. And it was funny, and I enjoyed it. Anyway, this is the Warrior 1 pose. Oh, the Warrior 2 pose is this one, but this is different. I like this one better because I don't know why. I just do. Okay. The next one is called Triangle. I don't speak Hindi, and I don't use the Hindi terms. I don't think that's being disrespectful. I have problems pronouncing some of the words. I'm not really familiar with the elements of the Hindi speech, the Hindi language, so I mispronounce things. So I just use the English. So anyway, this one always gave me problems. And basically, according to the diagram, I'm supposed to be grabbing my ankle with my right hand. That's not happening. Oh, but I was getting close for a while. And I really try not to rotate. I try not to do this. I'm trying to keep my torso in line with my hips. Oh, and I think I'm going to do something bad if I keep that up. The last one is called a wide-legged forward bend. But I like to embellish this. Basically, with yoga, there's a reason I always wanted to like personalize it, make it mine. So I make it a point. I never took a yoga class. I've watched videos, but none of them ever really got into the whys. You know, like why this pose? Why is this important to a practitioner? And there were never any answers. It was just always like, all right, for relaxation, for stability, to improve your balance. But there was never like an explanation as to why the particular pose did what it did. And so I tend to think that they just made that crap up. Maybe in India, where yoga originates from, there's, what do you call it, like a methodology. But I think by the time it gets to the United States and people are making money off it, it all flies out the window. So for me, yoga is as much about the motion. It's about as much as how you get into the pose and the pose itself. So for this last one, what I would do, and there was one called Sun Salutation that I got from, of all places, Nintendo Wii Fit, which I loved. I thought it was so. It was my first real foray into fitness. But anyway, the Sun Salutation had you going up and down and leaning forward and blah blah blah. And I kind of like combine it with this pose here. So if I remember correctly, I go up and then back, ooh, as far as I can. And then forward, right. Now, the person in the diagram has her head on the floor, touching the floor. The top of her head is touching the floor, and mine isn't going to, which tells me I need to do yoga more. But I feel the stretch, of course, in the backs of my legs. And it feels good. I think I'm going to start doing it Sunday, Monday, and Friday. Sunday, well, maybe not Sunday. Monday and Friday. Monday and Friday, I don't have to babysit. I babysit from 8:30 p.m. till about 6 a.m. And it sucks. So it doesn't suck that bad. It sucks, but it doesn't. It sucks that I have to do it, but actually doing it doesn't. I mean, it sucks, but it doesn't. It'd be better if I got paid for it too. Anyway, one more. Up. And back. Whoa. I don't know if you heard that. I hope you did. And that's more or less it. Oh, I would do this to music, and the music had this big dramatic ending. It was like, dun, 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 blah. And then, dun, 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 boom, boom, D major. And so I would do, but I'd be wearing this, so it didn't look as ridiculous. I guess it didn't look ridiculous. Either way, though, I do want to start doing that again. With the costume, with the mask. It's just something I really, really, really loved. Oh boy. Yeah, these don't want to come up. Also, I never learned to use a pick with the guitar, so I got artificial nails put on my thumb and these three fingers. Not the pinky, because the pinky always breaks and it hurts. It'll snap right off. It sucks. Anyway, though, I have Sunday night's a farm night, so I basically leave here at about 6:15. I used to do what do you call it? Workout progress 6 p.m. on Sundays, but now that Sundays are a farm night, I got to do it earlier. But yeah, things are going rather well. I'm still financially screwed, but count your blessings. I mean, that's what that's what I say to myself. Count your blessings, count them. And one of them is mobility. Physical mobility, being able to get around, being able to hit the floor, get back up. One thing I wasn't able to do was to, go down and get back up without using my hands, without using my arms, without having to pull I can get up from a cross-legged seating position on the floor. I can get up from being prone, and it feels good. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that, there's a lot of animosity towards fat activists, but I think where they're coming from is a place of tremendous pain. Fat people are made fun of so much, and I do it too. I'm no saint, but it's got to hurt. It's got to hurt for them to the point where they're going to start justifying it. Just like how every Friday I justify getting drunk off my face. But that justification is there, and yeah, they all come from places of pain, internal pain and stuff. I've been thinking I would like to make a difference in the lives of people who are chronically dangerously overweight, morbidly obese. Just because, like I said, it's a blessing being able to get around, and I see them on the Rascals and the motorized carts in Walmart, in Target, in basically any place I go shop, and I see, I'm in Kentucky, and next to West Virginia, we're the fattest state in the country. And even look, I got the subcutaneous. I suck into visceral, but it's there. It's there. I got to be at least like 20% body fat. I want to be lower. I want to get down to like maybe 11, 12. And I have goals. I have goals for what I want to do as far as, I don't know. Anyway, I've babbled long enough. Many blessings and many thanks. I'll be back probably Friday night. No. You know what? I'll be back tomorrow with a full yoga. Probably not in costume. But yeah, I'm going to do the full yoga routine as much as I can and to the best of my ability. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with yoga, and I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and best wishes to you and all you love. Good health, good fortune, and lasting happiness. I didn't bring the desk up, so I have to go down to it. Best wishes. Bye-bye.